I've heard of audience participation shows, but this is ridiculous.
Welcome to Friday Night Shite, the show that nobody wanted, nobody asked for, and nobody's forcing you to watch. There are other streams available. If you don't like it, fuck off. On the channel tonight with me is guest number 1, Old Swappers. Hello there, sir. How are we today?
Oh, good, Trevor. I'm good. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Yeah, you're taking the piss now, aren't you?
Only a little bit.
Yeah, hello there, Swappers. How are you on this absolutely fantabulopoulos night tonight? It's a Friday.
I'm glad you picked up on it, great mate. There's good hello to the chat and everybody in tonight. Yeah, look at them all. Fucking hell.
Are we packing them in?
Destron Solar, Paul Dutch Dicker. Yeah, they're all here. Look, we're in of Bly.
Hail, chat. We're in of Bly was the first one to come on the chat tonight. Oh. He's beat Franco, he's beat Paul Dutch Dicko, he's beat everybody. So well done to you, sir.
Remarkable.
Absolutely fantabulopoulos. Anyway, moving swiftly on with our very own Keith Chegwin, but from over the pond he's our favourite boomer, Mr. Phobos. Welcome to the channel, me great mate.
Hello. It's good to be on with everybody live.
Hey, it's nice to have you on the channel. Hello to Crawl Birab, who's just joined us as well. Atom Gray says good morning. Good evening, sir. And our favourite sex droid, he's always lobed up. He's always got some kind of lubricant. Is it Bant for bollocks tonight then, Z?
No, it's Lemony Quim.
Nice. Is it from Bespin?
How did you know?
Ah, you see, it's got that Lando freshness about it.
Yes, absolutely, from the Bespin Duty Free, no less.
That could be a new Pot Knacker flavour, couldn't it? It could be Cloud City Clasp. Or Cloud City Clunge. What about that one?
Oh, yes.
I never noticed at the bottom of the Pot Knacker Moist Clef flavour, these are the old 70s flavours, but it actually looks like a pair of bum cheeks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a nice little sweaty gap just there.
Hey, that could be a new flavour, Sweaty Gap. We could have a whole new Whoppers tinfoil hat range.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, the especially gourmet flavours.
Gourmet flavours. It just depends which part of the country that you're in at the moment, but we'll say less about that, the better. Anyway, it is time to get on with tonight's rippage, and I know Phobos is going to be quite happy about this, but we're going to start with our favourite thing to rip, and that's James Gunn's Peacemaker, thanks to DC. Any comments on this before we start? Anybody watch this episode?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed it this week.
Go on.
It was all right. Do you know, funny thing is, and I don't know if I actually admitted this last week or I failed to, but there were kind of a few laugh out loud moments for me on last week's show.
Wasn't it a decent episode last week, wasn't it? So
it was a decent episode, yeah.
Yeah, I got a few laughs on this one as well from me, especially when she went and the Hitler mural on the wall.
Yes, we shall get to that. In fact, shall we begin, gentlemen? Chapter 7, Like a Keith in the Night. Phobos, did you manage to catch this? Because I know you're loving DC at the moment.
Oh, yeah. I saw it. Like, as a standalone show, it's mildly amusing. As the centerpiece for the DCU, it's bollocks.
Don't hold back.
No,
so, we kind of pick up from where we left off last week, where we find out we're living in Nazi USA. That's different, isn't it? What would you call that? The stars and swastika? Stripes and what swastika? No?
It
Anybody?
would be the swass and stripes.
Nice. I like that one. What about you, Z?
Das Flag.
That's not bad. I like that. That is on point. So anyway, Harcourt says, oh, didn't you notice copies of Mein Kampf on every desk?
Ah.
My second-year history teacher made us all read Mein Kampf.
What did you
which
think?
was quite interesting. He did happen to have a tash, and he said he modelled it on the bloke from Sparks. But looking back, in hindsight, I'm beginning to think that was total bollocks.
I think it probably was.
Yeah, I don't think you are the bloke from Sparks, sir. What are you trying to say? You will stay behind pussy detention.
This town is big enough for the both of us.
Hey, nice. That's the line of the show right there. So there we go. There's the mural you were talking about. There he is, good old Adolf Hitler. There's no easy way of saying that, is it?
Yeah, I mean, being fair, Peacemaker did completely miss it.
Yeah, he's a bit of a spod, really, but a lovable spod at that.
Maybe he's got Hitler blindness, like the other bloke's got bird blindness.
Yeah. It's not a very flattering mural, though, is it?
Not really, no.
Do you know what I think? I think this whole episode was a big analogy for white guilt and America under Trump. That's what I think James Gunn's getting at there.
I think it backfired a bit, though, didn't it? Because society looks awfully ordered and clean in this universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like when they go, well, I suppose, so your world is perfect.
Yeah.
The other thing is he really didn't expect, we all saw this coming. He didn't expect anyone to see it coming. He was expecting us to go, oh my God, I'm a racist. I didn't notice. Everybody noticed.
Everybody noticed.
Z called this weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah, well, it was all over Reddit. People pointing out
I
that
tend
there
to
was no
avoid Reddit because
minorities.
I've got a sex life.
Listen, I noticed it myself, and then I saw on Twitter other people noticed. Like nobody needed to read about this anywhere. You know, some people picked up on it by the third ep, but by the fourth episode, everybody knew, ma'am. It wasn't a real shocker, and I could see James Gunn is like, I'm gonna make a show that lets everybody know what a racist
clever.
they are. You know.
Do you know he keeps punctuating the fact that white men are weak? Because he does that, doesn't he? With John, I can never remember his name. I keep wanting to say Colicos, but that was the bloke from Battlestar Galactica. John Economos. Yeah. It's like he's just some big whole joke about white weakness. But Chris is like, huh? You know, you could almost hear that Scooby-Doo sound effect, couldn't you? Like, huh?
But Economos, he did have his moment when what's her name? Miranda Reagan, the small his boss.
Waller.
No. The Latina lady who's, you know.
Oh, Bordeaux.
Bordeaux, that's it. I knew it was like a
fine wine.
It was a word. Yeah. When he's like, they don't pay me to put up with your shit. And he's like, that's exactly what they pay you for.
That'd be a good chat-up line, wouldn't it?
I'm so good at what I do that they're willing to put up with all my weirdness and bullshit and all my affectations. So yes, they actually are paying you to put up with my shit.
Hello, my name's Kim Beaujolais. I've got a stinky fanny.
Yeah, I had a new view of that character. One of the problems with this episode is by the time we got here, I was just already tired and hated all the characters anyway. So I just really didn't care anymore because getting to this point has just been so utterly tedious.
Do you know, Adrian has become almost like a bad joke of how stupid white men are. There's a lot of undercurrent, I think. I think a lot can be read into Peacemaker. But we get this interesting scene of Abu Dhabi on the run because it's like a reverse spot the ball, isn't it?
How
really?
did a fat black ass beat all of those people?
The most fictional part of this is that she wanted to go out for a walk in the first place. Like, yeah, I can't really buy that. So anything that followed,
Dunkin' Donuts, maybe.
Yeah.
I notice a KFC around the corner. I'll be 5 minutes.
Oh,
20 minutes later.
Would there be a KFC in this world?
To be I could think of so many things to Kraut FC, I was thinking, but I didn't really want to go there. Keeps running after it, gets a call from his dad, says, drop it, come back straight away. Bro, I'm doing this. No, you need to get your ass back here. because Economos has revealed the entire plot. Yet again, he's the weak white man. You know, he's got no balls. He caves at the slightest thing. He blames it all on his ADHD. He just reminds me of that fucking Errol the hamster from Roland Rat. Doesn't he? He's like, I am sorry. I told them everything. I can't keep a secret. I caved under the stress, so I did.
Well, see, I don't think he's a stand-in for white men. Because I mean,
yeah, but he's fucking weak.
No,
he's like the fucking ultimate nebbish.
Yeah, no, this is James Gunn's idea of what everyone online is. This is his neckbeard. This is what he thinks everybody on Twitter is.
Reddit moderators.
Right. This isn't the white guy running, the pneumatic jackhammer to build a new road. This is the white guy that's yelling at him on Twitter. That's his idea of who we all are, right there.
He's like Kenny the keyboard warrior then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to I don't know. He's like a 6'3" fatter version of Timothy Spall, but from our Wiedersehen pet. When they play Barry, the Bricky. It's no bloody fun, Sorry, that was an impression from Boone. I do apologise. I've crossed franchises.
I didn't understand any of those words. That you
sorry, it's Brummy. But she's doing a runner, and for a chunky chick, she can't have fucking shift. She's had experience of running. And the thing is, she don't look that fat when she's running. She must be all tits and arse. Hello, Franco. Just join us in the chat.
You're kidding, right? Well, I mean, this is the science fiction element of this show, that she can jump over events.
Yeah, without making it fucking bend in the middle. Yeah.
It's like Queen Latifah in The Equalizer, isn't it?
She's a one-woman three-way. But anyway, she falls in the pool, and look who comes to rescue her. Judo master. And I don't believe for a minute he's... what's he supposed to be? He's a Vietnamese, see? I can't remember.
Yes.
That you sounded just like Istafobos, see?
Anyway, when they were in the back of the van, Michael Rickard, he's like, I'm Vietnamese. And he's like, well, Chinamen have to come from somewhere. That's
right. I remember now. So he's got a couple of electricity cables. He pulls out Abadabadababi. And look, he's quite happily killing white people. Hang on a minute. Is that a bit of a nipple shot there or what? I can't quite tell.
They had an orgy 4 episodes ago. They don't care.
That's a nip shot. It is.
So anyway, nips.
Nipples.
I love nips, me.
We could have that as a new flavour, Northern Nipple.
Nips of the week.
She's got a tit and it tastes like double diamond.
Yeah, he calls it a phone cable, but telecom is low voltage, which just shows you what a retard James Gunn is. He doesn't know shit about what he's writing about.
Yeah, 50 volts is traditional phone lineage. Well, that was several kilovolts easily. And look, we've got loads of dead white people. And look at that. Look at that croc. It's got a swastika on it. If you think about it, looking back now, Peacemaker's logo, that kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Because it's like an upside down dove.
What do you think James Gunn sees when he looks at his white loser hipster fucking middle-aged ass in a mirror?
I don't know. He can fucking laugh because he's got more money than me and you put together, unless you've done a couple of bank jobs. That we don't
but
know
he
about.
also clearly has a lot more self-hatred. And, and is clearly more miserable and clearly is interested in his wife going out and banging everybody else on the planet. So,
he's not married.
Money can't. Yeah, he is.
How can I get him my number?
Harcourt.
I thought they were only dating. Did they actually get married?
They've been married for a while. Yeah. So
lucky bastard. Thing is, and just a quick question before we go any further. There, I reckon that's a stunt arse because she's lost a shitload of weight all of a sudden.
Could be. Yeah.
Could be a Zimpic ass, but
or is it taking it from behind? Is it the whole perspective changes?
No, she's not bending over, so that wouldn't happen yet.
I don't know. Would you take that from behind? Anybody? I would, because I know I said I'm not like a Reddit moderator because I get laid. I'm married, so I don't have a sex life. So that's looking quite tasty from my perspective, to be fair.
Yeah, well, just take a look at my avatar for a second so you can see what it's supposed to look like.
No,
and
I have
then
placed my
reset your-
microphone. I have positioned my microphone, so I can't see your avatar after last week's show. Mind you, let's get back to the slides. There we go. Thank you ever so much. Less of a distraction. So, Chris Harcourt try and make a run for it. Yeah, I can't believe they got married. Oh well.
All right, this scene made me laugh when they
What that one?
when they bump into the door. I kind of laughed because he didn't go in a straight line like he thought he would.
Yeah. Adam Gray says he's done worse. Really? Nice. Gets away on they call it the peace bike. Because he wanted to know if he could take it with him if they go back through the portal. Look at that. Not a single Ford Mondeo in the car park. Did they do Mondos in America?
Trev, you're roboting a little bit. Is that me or is anybody else hearing that?
That's
No,
you. That's you.
No, I'm hearing you robot as well.
Okay.
Trust me, I know robots.
Nice.
That's fair.
Yeah, just for a guess, you strike me as the kind of a chap that would drive a Ford Mondeo. Mondeo. But you don't. Anyway, move swiftly on. So Economos is the ultimate fucking, I don't know. He is a nebbish. He's the kind of bloke, he's that fucking weak. You just want to bully him. It's like he just reeks of victimize me, be a bully towards me. So anyway, Keith's turned up and Economos has just basically spilled the fucking beans. I think Keith just wants to kill him at this point. And, it would have been a nice touch if Economos didn't make it in this episode. Because I don't think nobody would fucking grieve for him. Eagly, he tries to get Eagly to come and help him. It brings him a chain a little bit later on. But even Eagly says, nah, fuck that, mate. You're a weak white man. But anyway, Judo Master breaks into a house. And who else is going to break into a house? Let's see.
Addy.
Shall we go for a stereotype, anybody?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh dear, it's not looking good, is it?
Well,
if this was Portland, this would be illegal.
They're about to defy the stereotype, though.
Yeah, especially when they're going to have a game of Scrabble.
Yeah, all freaking day while the entire city is chasing them down. Like, they're not formulating a plan. They're not trying to hide. They're just sitting in the living room playing Scrabble.
Oh, thanks to everybody in the chat who's telling me I'm roboting and dropping out a little bit. Yeah, we're experiencing some really bad, like, mega gale force windage.
Oh, we have got a storm, haven't we? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Thing is that we're getting it really bad here in the Midlands. But I mean, I'm on cable. I mean, I know Tuesday and into Wednesday, I was technically off air because they were redoing stuff. That was the planned work. Remember the planned work that was going to take me out like 3 or 4 weeks ago?
Mm.
And then they said, oh, we're not going to do it now. We don't need to do it. It turned out that they did need to do it. So they came and did it last Tuesday at around 6 o'clock. So I was sat sort of like sulking because I didn't do Just Great Movies. The kids were on my head because they got no internet.
Ugh.
So I thought, yeah, I'll bang this video out. And that was just a nightmare itself. There will be Just Great Movies, the video. It's coming out this weekend at some point. What a nightmare it's been. You know, you can upload stuff to YouTube and let it soak for a little while. And then you find out if there's any problems.
This is James Gunn telling AI to change one of the vowels in every word we have and put an E or an H on the end. It's just like, he's so proud of that.
He probably is. So anyway, Peacemaker's being chased by the cops.
What's up to his helmet? What's up to his helmet?
She's rubbed it. He wasn't wearing his helmet on the way out. They had to get out in a hurry. From Argus. So anyway, the cops pull him, basically get him into a corner they can't get out of. And then all of a sudden the cop cars start blowing up. And it turns out Keith and the alternate dad just kill a bunch of coppers.
That's
because
unusual, because I thought they're on the police's side.
they are, but the thing is, what it is, White Devil in this reality doesn't want anybody knowing he's got a dimensional door, right?
Yeah,
Ooh.
we find out a little more about, what's going on as well. Like he says, there are no innocent cops in this world. You don't know
No.
what you're talking about.
What? All cops are bad? Is that what you're saying?
That's what
Acab.
he's saying.
That's what he's saying. I see.
Cab. Do
He
you know anybody who's actually had that tattooed on him?
No, I thought it only existed in Viz Comics.
It wasn't
Um,
Viz Comic, it was Smut Comic, it was Everard Ed book. There you go.
I've seen some interesting tattoos in my time.
What, if face down here's my blood group? So, meanwhile, back in our reality, this is like a bit of a crossover from Superman, which is a fucking dire movie. I've just got to lay it out there right now. That movie, James Gunn's Superman, is fucking trash. So anyway, they're still trying to tie into it. Last week we had Lex Luthor, and he's handed over one of the people who were one of his assistants in that control room when they were trying to get Superman. So they've got this guy out, and he can detect portals. So he finds out where Peacemaker and his dimensional door are at the moment, and they locate it. So Rick Flag Sr. is quite a happy bunny here because he's going to get his hands on Peacemaker. And this guy's like, he didn't even barter. He tried to little bit barter to get a bit of time off for his sentence. But he completely folded. Yet again, another dig at weak white men.
Well, I think it was supposed to show how terrified he was of Luther, even in prison, because he does say, "Am I supposed to go back to Luther and say you wouldn't help us after he told you to do so," kind of thing. But
I don't know. Maybe it's like the cult of Luther. People do stuff for him because they worship him.
Obviously, it didn't play off like the intent because
maybe there's an analogy there. Strong men are evil, and weak men just are pussies and just fold and cave.
So all men are terrible, basically.
Pretty much, yeah. Maybe
Well,
James Gunn's just one big mangina.
I think it's more that the guy doesn't know how to write a character and maintain consistency through a narrative. He just writes every piece of dialogue that's needed to get through the scene and what they want to do. He doesn't really have any continuity of characters.
I don't think he can write consistency in characters.
I'm not sure he can't write consistency in anything.
Probably
he
not.
can't even decide how fast Superman can fly.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, just to quell the chat a little bit, when we got through the slides, we haven't really got that many to go. To be fair, I was quite economical. So
You were economos.
yeah, I was going to go there, but I thought no, it's too obvious. So when we're done with these slides, we'll catch up with the chat. So Judo Master says it's dark. We can go now. She's not going to get any problems there in camouflage terms, is she? Unless she smiles. So, meanwhile, back at the household of the alternate Peacemaker, Conomos is still tied up and is still weak. Keith wants to kill Chris because he knows the truth now. But his dad, or alternate dad, needs to get rid of them quickly as possible because it means big shit for them. And he'll get in trouble because people will find out that he's not really credible because, yet again, he got everything he's got from that mysterious folded space room.
Yeah, it's not just that, though. Dad turned out to be a good and reasonable, decent human being.
Well, yeah, again, we're getting exact mirrors of how they are in the other. It's making out that our reality is really quite dark, even though the other reality is run by Nazis. So White Devil is just about to tell everybody what a good guy he is, and then the cops turn up. And look, it's that guy from Scary Movie who says he's got a little knob. you remember that?
I
was
remember
the cop in season 1.
Yeah, he used to play like a bully in the teen comedies, and then he graduated to
Getting old and fat.
A bunch of character roles. Yeah, he was like in Law and Order once or something. He played he's just one of those guys you recognize, see around. I never bothered to remember his name.
It just looks like the atypical prick from school. So anyway, White Dragon fucks him off and says, right, get off my land. And so they all decide to do one. And our favourite Abba Dabba Da Barbie and Judo Master are casing the place out because they're going to try and get back in. And then all of a sudden, the 2 Adrians turn up. And, as if one fuckwit wasn't bad enough, 2 fuckwits for the price of one.
I loved Adrian this week. Both of them I thought were pretty impressive.
I don't know, they kind of fucked me off when they smashed through the window a little bit later on, but we'll talk about that soon. But yeah, I mean, I forgot the name of the guy who plays him. Anybody know?
Not off the top of my head.
No, I've not invested too much of my own brain power into Peacemaker, but he's quite a good actor, really. I mean, he pulls the character off nicely, but he's like a Father Dougal, but with a sword. So anyway, White Dragon, I think I might have called him White Devil earlier, but that's on me.
Yeah, you did.
White Dragon. He's just about to lay it on the line about how good a guy he is and how he hates Nazis and shit. Adrian comes in and does something quite questionable. I don't want to show the picture because it's quite gruesome and I thought it was quite needless, to be fair. It also looks like the other Adrian's been played by a woman because it looks like he's got tits. I've just noticed. It's like his suit's in reverse, isn't it? So the other one, it's slightly darker and inverted in places. Anyway, so White Dragon, he's dead. He's toast. Adrian's done him in. Chris is like just kind of reliving the moment where he shot his own dad. And then the cops heard all the gunfire and all the commotion going off. So they break in and the 2 Adrians start basically massacring cops, which yet again, weak white men massacring people. Analogy much? So anyway, White Dragon's dying, Keith's like losing his shit, basically. And it all starts going a bit Pete Tong from there. So they all try and make an escape for the magic door, and Keith just goes full apeshit and tries to kill Chris. And then Eagly, of all people, takes Keith out a little bit. They all try and choke him out, which I thought was a bit bizarre. And then Keith's pretty much done in for. And then we get this moment where Peacemaker is reliving all his post-traumatic stress disorders. Like when he was a kid and he killed his original Keith, he didn't want this Keith to die. And he'd seen him pulled off some really good fucking acting. I thought, whoa, that's good. He's got some chops. Anybody else agree or disagree? See, you're rather quiet.
Yeah, well, I think they all put their heart and soul into this. I mean, the first 5 episodes, I thought they've absolutely phoned it in, and this season was going to be a nothing burger. But they kind of turned it around in the last 2 episodes, especially this one. But Cena, I think he's a competent actor. Yeah, very much so. Much better than other wrestling types. Yes.
Yeah. But don't say it about Roddy Piper because they live as a classic.
Oh yeah.
It's about the material they had to work with. Remember that I just when I thought Jennifer Holland wasn't that good, but when they first initially went over to the Universe 2, and she was more of a girly girl, they made a big deal about she was wearing pants. I'm like, wow, she actually can act. I just thought that was her personality.
She looked good in her skirt, to be fair.
There's only now, if you're Ewan McGregor in the prequels, you can pull off miracles, but most actors, even really good ones, can only do so much with bad material.
True. So Chris starts reliving all these moments in his life, and he starts to feel as though he's the problem. No matter which universe he's in or reality, he's the problem. And it was weird to see Joel Kinnaman a few episodes back, and he was a weak white man as well.
That seems to be a running theme with this show.
Yeah. It's like everybody should be wearing their white guilt, which I don't fucking buy into one bit. So everybody makes a run for it. They run through the dimensional folded space area, going back to their own reality. Harcourt's about to take out Keith so he doesn't come after them a little bit later on. But as she's about to pull the trigger, the cops break in, so Adrian more or less kicks her through, Adrian too anyway, kicks her through into their dimension and kicks the door shut. So that's a bit screwed. But I can't see them. Mind you, their door's open, isn't it, from their side? Ours get shut. Because when Peacemaker comes back, we get to see, like, Keith gets taken away. And Peacemaker shuts the door down from our side, closes it up, goes out the door, and there's Argos. I can't say Argus. I've got to say Argos. With Rick Flag Sr. and Bordeaux. I don't know. She's like, I don't know, the token Latina chick. I don't know how that's working out for her. But Chris just, this did me. Judo master, yet again, sneaky little bastard. I don't mean to be a sneaky little bad hole. But he just fucking crossed sides like, fuck you, Jack, I'm back with my side now. So Chris just chucks him the magic handbag, what turns into a doorway generator. And he's just fucking given up at this point. Rick Flag Sr. is just really happy about it. But he just wants to get revenge. Everybody just wants to get revenge on Peacemaker. But he gets his head slammed on the back of a cop car, and he gets taken away. Ha. And this is the last scene. He's just fucking given up. You weak, white male. Yeah. Anyway, it is time to bring the chat into the foray. So if you want to start talking amongst yourself, guys, let me know what you thought about Peacemaker. There's a current argument in the chat.
Well, we just got one more episode left, and that's going to be an extended one.
Really? Is it a 2-hour job or an hour and a half?
I just heard it was extended. I don't know the ins and outs, but
I didn't know James Gunn had married Jennifer Holland.
Did you not?
Lucky bastard. No.
I don't know who Jennifer Holland is. I'll have to look her up.
The blonde in Peacemaker.
Harcourt.
That's Harcourt.
Well, it was funny the other week when somebody called her hardcore. And she had to call him out.
Well, she's been in everything that he's done. Like I think she was a judge in Brightburn. She only was there. She just had a quick cameo part. But he always puts her and his friends in everything that he does. So if you go back and see his old stuff, you'll see the familiar faces pop up that, you didn't realize at the time.
What, Rolf, Gary, Keith, Jimmy?
I watched Slither a little while back, and they're all in there in some respect.
Yeah, they got married in 2022.
Oh, right. I wonder whose dick James Gunn had to suck to get where he is in Tinseltown.
Yeah, makes you wonder.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is a bit unfair on Z because he's getting talked all over. So I'm going to move. Oh, shit. What's going off here?
What have you done?
I'll do a swap. There we go. I'll do a swap so I get talked all over. It's only fair. It's my channel after all.
In the corner with you, in your bed.
Yes. Paul Dutch Dicko says, I really don't like James Gunn stuff. The Matt Reeves stuff is okay and so much better than this. Anybody else want to comment on that? Matt Reeves stuff? Is he in relation to Vic?
Well, the Batman, I wasn't a fan of that movie at all.
I
No.
haven't seen it. No, I didn't.
Not with
know.
Robert Pattinson, anyway.
No, I've got much higher praise for the Penguin than I ever will for that godforsaken movie.
Do you know, I'm not an overly big fan of the Nolan Batman stuff, but
No, I'm not either. It's okay. I mean,
he's
don't
too
get me
cerebral,
wrong,
is Nolan.
I see why people like it.
And I'll never
But-
forgive him and his brother for those songs in the 80s. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Nolans at all. I mean, I'm not in the mood for dancing, romancing, or anything like that.
Prancing.
I know. Cena has a face like a crushed car cube at the scrapyard, says Atom Gray. Do you know what? Atom Gray's inspired me. Do you know what he's inspired me? To do this.
B-Sides has movies so good, it makes you want to kick your TV.
B-Sides back on your channel tonight at 2 a.m. UK time. Obviously, -5 hours for Eastern time. Will you be watching B-Sides tonight, guys? Any of you?
I'll probably be asleep by that point, but
Well, me too. Well, that's why I get the re-rub on a Saturday.
Yeah, I'm always there.
I loves me a bit of B-Sides. I've got a bit of a thing for wet otters' pockets. Say no more.
Will never be another hotter otter.
No. Go on. Swappers, try it. You'll like it.
yes, I'll have to watch it back tomorrow at some point if I get the bloody chance. I'll probably need something on in the background anyway, so that'll be a good one.
Yeah, you've been a busy lad this week. You've not had much time for yourself at all this week, mate.
Not at all, mate. Not at all.
Every time I've caught up with you this week, you've been up to your tits in it with everything.
Yeah, I know. Well, thank God I can have 2 hours here to sit down and do something and just relax and breathe for a minute. You know what I mean?
A bit of a decompression for you from the end of the week. I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Let me press this button and see if it does anything interesting. There we go. Because I want to raise your attention to this. Z pointed this out to me earlier on. Anybody see this over on X?
Oh, yeah.
Spy Hard's, a spy movie podcast, says, so Amazon has digitally removed firearms from the key art and all the James Bond movies on its platform. Shocking if you ask me, but, what are your thoughts on the choice?
Well, they've missed one, and that's the one in the logo. What's going on there?
Yeah. But listen, this is only like just the bit that I can show you, because I'll just show you this. This is a bit bigger. I don't like what they've done to Roger Moore at all, but they've done the entire range. Have they done the unofficial one? Never say never. No. I mean, I know it's not official, because that was a Warner Brothers, wasn't it?
Yeah, so they don't have the rights to that one.
Well, that's a shame. Yeah. So, chat? What do you think? They've taken all the guns out.
And this is just their first step. Next, they're going to use AI to take all of the gunplay from the movies themselves.
Got to replace them all with walkie-talkies.
Just a quickie here from Atom Gray says, so what's Craig's holster for, a Pot Knacker? Pretty much at this point, yeah.
Yeah, it's got no other fucking use. I mean, why are they so intent on demasculizing Bond?
His cell phone.
Because he's not a weak white male.
No, but they want him to be, so he can't look powerful
or
dynamic. And they've taken everything that is intrinsically Bond and turned him into a casual, I don't know, John England catalogue model.
I was going to say, it looks like something from Peter Craig in 1978.
Yes.
Cruel Birab says, what about Casino Royale with David Niven? Yes, good point.
Yeah.
That's not official either.
Did you see the reply where they reimagined all of the movie titles?
Oh,
I've got that for you now.
Yeah,
this was from Chris, who put breaking leaked Amazon rebranding memo for James Bond catalogue due October 2025. And here's a closer look. Dr. No, from there with friendship. Yeah. What's up? Thunder Weapon. God. Live and let live. Live and fucking let live. All right, okay. The person with the golden arm, aim, sorry. Oh, God. The civil servant who befriended me. For your consent only. Octopus. Fucking hell. A view to a site. Oh, God. License to help. Tomorrow never lies. Live another day. Oh, God.
Now,
no time to live. I think this is bullshit. This is just, somebody's take on a bit of punnage there. And people have run with it and thought, oh my God, this is legit.
Oh, I don't think anybody believes it's legit. It's just funny.
Good.
I got another list. Dr. No becomes Dr. Consent. And then
Oh, fuck's
from
sake.
Russia with mutual respect.
Oh,
Goldfinger
God.
becomes sustainable energy enthusiast.
They ought to call him Stinkfinger. That'd be quite funny.
You
that's
only
good.
self-actualize once on their Majesty's public service.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Live and let
Finger.
live and let thrive.
Stinkfinger.
Live and let thrive. But my favorite's the man with the golden gun, the person with the ethnically sourced tool.
Nice.
And the spy who loved me becomes the spy who respected my boundaries.
Oh,
And a view to a kill becomes a view to a constructive dialogue.
Oh, I wish they would change all the movies to that. I'd just love to see the outcry.
well,
But
All right.
I wouldn't be surprised if they start making changes that actually, really alter the tone in the movies to something, more consistent like this. And that's
well,
Yes.
just look at the disclaimers they put on the movies that we grew up with and the movies that we loved. Like, oh, some of these issues and themes raised in this film might offend people of chocolate complexion.
Yeah. Well, with the rise of AI now as well, I mean, what's stopping them from going and completely re-editing and making new scenes and inserting them into the films?
They've been doing that for years anyway. The BBC have anyway.
Hmm.
That made me laugh when RoboCop came to ITV when it's slags leave. I thought he never said that in the fucking VHS.
I never heard that one.
No, instead we know where Clarence says bitches leave
Yeah.
at Bob Morton's house. On the ITV edit, it was slags leave. It's like, yeah, like Clarence Bodica's going to call them slags.
flags. Gavin Blackburn's going the other direction in the chat. He's like,
Moon Graper. I like that. I'll stick that on the screen.
yeah.
That reminds me of
Raper.
Jay and Silent Bob. Ben Affleck is the Moon Raper. Do you remember that one? Oh, I just said the R word. That's it. That's this one down in the pant.
Well, didn't the Beatles get rid of the cigarettes and all their posters like a fairly long time ago?
I
And,
don't know.
and Disney Disney's getting rid of Walt's cigarettes in the Disney portraits as well. So
Wow.
I'm just not a
Sword in the
fan of
Storm. Sword in the Storm says slags is worse than bitches. I don't know. It just depends. Paul
Depends
Dutch
on the
Dicko says The
location.
Spy Who Bummed Me. I don't think I've seen that one. Is that a Ted Gawley production?
Well, actually, it's one of my early when I needed the money. There are a
Oh,
few
God.
questionable videos.
Kroll Birab comes out with a belter here. You're going to be a bad mother crusher. Yes, RoboCop does like a milkshake from time to time. Oh, dear. You have to laugh, don't you?
the
sheer
left has-
absurdity of everything that we grew up with is being rewritten for a whole new generation. But the thing is, that's lying to them. Everything from like our generation has been turned into a lie. Everything is fake. Everything's a lie. Everything is bullshit. You can't have this happen in a film. You can't have that. It fucking happened. Deal with it. It's ingrained into pop culture history. You
Yes.
can't just change things because Timothy's now a pussy. You
Well,
know?
not have him
They
holding
can.
guns.
The left has an obsession with rewriting and changing history, and
Well-
they clearly can do it. They're doing it, and that's
Yes, but in real terms, said the man in 97.
Yeah, I
Little
mean,
jug-eared
what's
bastard.
going to happen next? They're going to go back and re-edit all the Star Wars posters because lightsabers are a phallic-like weapon.
Mm.
they'll
Yes.
just make them thicker, like
Hey,
Leslie Headland did.
The Darth Maul one, they can change that to a double-ended dildo because that's not offensive at all nowadays, is it?
Oh no, you're quite welcome to show that to children. Apparently,
Yeah. As long as the person showing it has got an eyeliner on and has a cock. You couldn't make this shit up. And then we're the arseholes. you
Well,
know?
see, when we're gone, the only thing that will be left are the changes that they made, and nobody will remember what really happened. This isn't for our benefit. We can sit
Sure.
and whine and scream about it, but really what we need to do is make sure that the young people know that that wasn't the way it is.
Do you know, I think we
because
need a
eventually-
world. I think the West needs a complete revolution. Both sides of the pond. Somebody needs to come in and say, right, this ain't working now. And, you know, they kind of like go, right, there's a bunch of people here that need to fuck off. There's another bunch of people there need to fuck off. And then they need to round up everybody who's been a part of the conspiracy to bring our way of life to an end and put them on public trial. Starting with that bloke called George, and I don't mean Michael because he's dead. That certain old fella who's, I can imagine him escaping to Argentina. And he ends up being like one of those heads in Futurama in like a goldfish bowl.
That kind of talk can end you up in the slammer in the UK, my friend.
Oh, yes, I know. That's why I'm alluding to things. I'm not actually saying things. I'm kind of dancing around it. Oh, by the way, anybody else got tickets for Tron Ares next week? I have.
Is it next week?
Yeah, next Friday.
Oh,
I've got
No,
tickets.
I can't wait not to see it.
I did go and watch the Aliens director's cut
What do you think?
on the big screen. Oh my
Nice.
God, it was immense.
That's Aliens, not Alien.
Aliens, yes,
The James Cameron production from 1986.
that's the one.
I went to see Wrath of Khan when it was its anniversary. And it was weird because I saw it the day it was released in 1982. So it was immense. Reliving all that again.
But it was, yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that dodgy bloke who kept sticking something in my back in the chair behind me. Do you know, I cried all the way through E.T. when I went to the pictures to see E.T. Do you know why?
Onions.
I got my fucking foot stuck in the chair in front and the fat bitch in front sat back down.
Oh,
Fucking agony. Agony. But, do you know, I have only ever cried at 2 films in my entire life.
Yeah, what were they?
Last Jedi.
Right. The first one was Star Trek 3 when the Enterprise blew up. I bawled like a little girl. And then I cried when Optimus Prime died.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, you know, I was a kid. The Enterprise blowing up still chokes me up a little bit.
The thing is, though, with that moment with Optimus Prime, they really piled on them with
Didn't they just?
the emotion, because the synth tune that plays, is it? I can't remember the guy that composed it now.
Stan Bush.
No,
you're on about the Vince Dakota score.
Vince Dakota, that's it.
The man who did
really
training montage from Rocky 4.
Yeah, he was so good at synth sentiment.
Oh, yeah.
And that scene, oh my God, talk about emotional. I mean, it really got me as well. I was welling up. I wasn't quite there, but I was welling up. But when I bought the soundtrack, right? And every time I listened to the soundtrack, it got me every time I heard that track.
Swappers.
Go on.
You got the touch, do. You got the power. Diggler version.
I hate that.
Yeah, that made me laugh in Boogie Nights where they were doing Stan Bush's The Touch. Atom Gray says Leto is a curse. That may be, but I have news for you, right? It was because of Jared Leto that Tron Ares was made in the first place. He was pushing for it. He's put his own money into it as well, apparently.
Really?
Into it, yeah.
He's brave. I'll give him that.
I think I think he secretly likes Tron that much he wanted to be a part of it, no matter the cost. There we go. Oh, I'm sharp tonight, bitches. Slags leave. Hasbro did a figure of Dead Optimus Prime a bit ago, says Destron Solar.
They've done loads now.
And he would know because he's a bigger Transformers nerd than me. Do you know how they say you can, like, imprint on your children?
Oh, yeah.
I have brought my son up the right way. He loves Trek. He loves Transformers. The rest of my kids absolutely fucking hate it and think we're both nerds. We both watch Modern Toss together and find it quite enjoyable.
Yeah, it's good, that Modern Toss.
Oh, Atom, what's the matter? Yes, a vanity project. Great.
Yeah.
You never know. They might do a follow-up Rayon movie, like a Rayon prequel from Dallas Buyers Club. That'd be quite interesting. I don't know. I've heard a lot of rum things about Jared Leto. But then again, is it all just hype? Is it true? Because I've heard this kind of wrong talk.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody else is. Apparently, they call him Captain Birdseye in Hollywood. The Jolly Green Giant, that's it. Because he likes to pick 'em young and tender.
Well, some of it's true. He lives in an old decommissioned CIA nuclear facility out in LA where
Yeah,
they
that's
used to
Really?
run the Project Mockingbird, where they infiltrated Hollywood and helped put their agenda into films and television. He does have a cult, he's not like hiding that.
that's really weird, that cult thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so
The
obviously
Sword in the Storm, if I can just pull you up there, there's no L in that word. I think he spelt it. It's supposed to be an N.
listen, if you're a famous Hollywood star, I assume you're doing sordid stuff that's other people can't get away with. So
Yeah,
I have no problem but I assume that pretty much from everybody out in Hollywood. They're all
Fucked
messing
up.
around with stuff
Miss
that
Piggy.
should bother
Mhm.
Kermit the Frog has got a big
underage
dog.
bestiality, just
Oh.
Yeah.
all the weird.
Let's say all the golden words what kill monetization. Nice.
No, it's
Go
the
Boomer.
It's the
Well,
twisted stuff that people with money can get away with because they
Oh,
don't
yeah.
see themselves as having to follow the rules of society. So
Mhm.
Well, they do think they're above us anyway because they
Yeah,
get
of
to they've had that many people around them telling them how great they are.
Mm.
They actually start believing the smell of their own farts. You can
True.
believe your bullshit. You can honestly, these people that get told whatever they need to hear to make them feel like there's something special. So, they get to a point where that's all they believe, how great they really are. And I would not piss on any actor if they were on fire because these are professional pretenders. These are people that wanted to pretend for a living. So that speaks volumes about the psyche of the person that wants to be an actor.
It's true.
there are a few people, the ones that don't live in LA, they don't even live in California, they have families, they try to sort of lead a normal life outside of there. There are a few that seem to be sort of sane and strive for normality outside of their job. Matthew McConaughey is one of those. He doesn't live in
all right.
but he lives in Austin. He's been married to the same woman for a long. He has a family, and that at some point, the people whose families took precedence over their career, those are the ones I think have a much better shot at being at least somewhat normal.
Interesting comment from Sword in the Storm. I would piss on Margot Robbie, and I'd let her piss on me. What you get up to in the privacy of your own home with a Barbie doll is entirely up to you. Let's see. Paul Dutch Dicko says, if you want to read about how Hollywood was a cesspit, even in the 1930s and 40s, read Hollywood Babylon book, sickening stuff. I really don't want to, but now you've made me aware of that, I can, I can avoid it totally. Teflon Sticks Guan says selective personality disorder. Actors. This, like I say, I'd probably, out of all the actors who I would like to meet, and there's only one, to be fair, and it's Spader. Spader's the bomb.
Now, see, when I was growing up, we had a different view of actors in the UK. I think, in general, they are a lot more normal.
No, they're not.
Okay, then
They're all sick motherfuckers here too. I tell you.
There was this sort of perception that they were different, that they approached it like a job.
Do you know? No matter what generation there's always been a Diddy. You know, I firmly believe that sentiment. Baby oil is not a new invention.
There's always been a Weinstein too. There's always been, you pick one. Every generation has their own.
Hey all, producer Brian. Evening all. Hey all, Brian. Thank you for joining us.
And there's always been some reasonable people. Like I think Dennis Quaid is fairly based. I've heard him talk, seen his interviews. For an actor, an A-list actor, or at least he was, he seems relatively normal and sane.
What happens though to all these actors what appear to be based? They starve.
Yeah, or they saved well and invested, and they retired, but they definitely don't get work.
It's a shame about Randy Quaid though, because he proper went around the twist, didn't he?
Yeah,
Is he still in Canada?
All
Didn't
the best
he,
mental
fuck-
people are.
Well, didn't he fuck off to Canada?
Don't know.
That was a bad move. Really, really bad move. Cruel Berab says Kevin Sorbo and Dean Cain seem sound. Yeah, it's true that.
Yeah, and so Zachary Levi. So there are some of them.
Really? I'm impressed
And
by that. He probably couldn't get any work after Chuck and Shazam.
No, and it's no mistake that they're the ones that will tend to not follow the herd, so to speak.
So what has Chuck done that's ostracized him from the Hollywood elite?
Oh, I think he spoke out against the current thing that started somewhere around 2020. He had a different opinion.
I see. I tell you what, I'm fed up of hearing about Pal of Mine. I'm just so fatigued by Pal of Mine. I think that needs to fuck off, because that's another yellow and blue flag. Or is it a red flag? What is it, Swappers? Is it black flag, red flag, yellow and blue flag? I can't remember.
I think red flag in this situation.
Yeah, me too. I'm beginning to think that as well.
Is that a UK? I don't know what that means, Pal of Mine.
Don't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on the cusp of heading into a dark place, and I don't mean Rusty Lee's arsehole.
Or Garth Marenghi.
Greetings, fellow traveller.
It was
Garth Marenghi.
Abadiah's butt cracked when she was running.
Dreamweaver. It was a Dreamweaver, wasn't he? Garth Marenghi. I recently had opportunity to see Matt Holness. It was at the local theatre place.
Recently?
Yes. He's not long since done a tour, and I couldn't make it on that night, and I was fucking gutted.
Oh, is that his book thing he's doing?
I think he was doing Garth Marenghi's readings, weren't he?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's the one.
And I was fucking gutted.
I've seen a few clips of it. It's brilliant.
Oh, don't rub it in. It's funny though. Richard Ayoade was always like the second fiddle, wasn't he, to Matt Holness? And it's funny how the careers have swapped. I wonder if that's anything to do with melanin at all.
Oh, now you mention it.
It's funny that. I'm Dean Lerner. That's all he was at one point. He was just. I mean, he had his own spin-off from Garth Marenghi, didn't he? Is it Man to Man with Dean Lerner?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
But it was just him and Matt Holness doing different characters. Because on the first one, didn't he have Garth Marenghi on?
Yeah, he did on the first episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they did it together or not, and Matt Holness was just behind the scenes. I don't know, but yeah, he was on a few of them. But then.
I wonder what's happened to Liz Wool. I've not heard anything from her these days.
Yeah, it's a good point, actually. I know quite a few of them ended up on other shows like Mighty Boosh and
yes,
on IT Crowd, etc.
Ashbourne. Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango. Hang on, I've not pressed my button for a while.
This is Clem Fandango. Can you hear me?
Hey!
Well.
Have anybody see Toast of London? That is such a great show.
I've only seen a few. I need to watch the rest of them.
Oh, it's well worth a visit. You know,
I've got them all downloaded, so I can watch them anytime.
Oh, bro, nice. Have you seen that particular show, Z?
No, I have not.
You haven't seen Toast?
No.
Fucking hell, I thought you'd be all over that like chlamydia.
You will love it, Z, if you give it a try.
Ray Bloody Purchase?
No, not seen it at all.
Hang on, my balls are about to fizz. That made me fucking snort that then, Swaps. Oh, fucking hell. And it's Tracy Ann Oberman, isn't it? It was Ray Purchase's wife.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
That was fucking funny, wasn't it? It was like, it was boning her from behind and she's like on this bed smoking a fag. And it was in like a fucking, like a carpet ride or something, wasn't it? He was in a
Oh, yeah, I
fucking
remember
shop. Oh,
Yeah.
man, that was snotting so bad. That was just classic. Brian said he loved Toast to London. What's not to love, to be fair?
Yeah, I do need to go and catch up on that.
Yeah, well, we've pretty much run out of steam. I can't believe it.
How long will we be on it? Well, an hour.
We've only been on an hour.
Blimey.
Yeah, did the old Peacemaker bit and the Bond stuff, and now we just had
Alien Earth's finished now, isn't it? So we can't rip into that.
Yeah. I'm so glad that is time that I'll never get back.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
And I saw an interesting video about the production of Alien Earth.
Yeah,
because it was during COVID. So how long ago did they make this show?
What the? You kidding me? It couldn't have been.
No. Adrian Edmondson says the whole cast and crew occupied 2 hotels in Bangkok. Well, wherever it was in Thailand, they were filming this. And he said it was during lockdown. And he became a sort of surrogate father to the younger actors. He says there were several birthdays for 27 while he was there. And on Father's Day, he ended up doing some pottery with Lily. You know, the crazy ginger robot?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He ended up going out and doing some pottery with her for Father's Day. And it's not even his kid.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense because filming started July 2023 and was interrupted by the SAG-AFTRA strike.
I'm only quoting what Adrian Edmondson said, so I thought, hang on a minute, fucking what? He says there was a lockdown, so maybe it was a localized COVID for Thailand.
There's a lot of things you could get locked down for in Thailand. So
True.
Yeah. I saw a film and it was terrible. It was called Bangkok Dangerous.
I've heard about this. Yeah, go on, carry on.
And it was at the time where you could burn it onto a CD. So this is quite a while ago. And I wrote on it, Bangkok Dangerous, bang him in the cock, he's dangerous. So I made a whole new strap line for it. Is that a good game, Z?
What is Bangkok Dangerous?
No, it sounded like you were playing on your keyboard.
No.
Is that you? Is that you, Swappers?
I'm looking it up now.
Oh. Sorry about that, Z. I often blame you for things like that.
Well, has anybody been watching Tulsa King?
Yeah.
I watched season 1. I watched 1 episode of season 2 and I just fucking thought, nah, this is shit now.
I thought season 2's to come. Well, season 3 we're on now, isn't it? It's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's the whole waffle stomping thing. That's just put me off Sylvester Stallone. Did anybody else hear about that? Anybody in the chat hear about Sylvester Stallone's such a busy chap, he has to shit in the shower.
Oh,
that must smell delightful. Does he have to use his toe? Does he get a Marmite foot by having to fish it down the plug hole? Because I can imagine, he eats a lot of pasta. He's Italian, so that's going to be quite hefty shit.
That is nasty.
When that hits the shower tray, that's going to make a fucking noise.
That's going to thud, isn't it?
It's going to sound like an elephant's cock hitting the floor.
I didn't hear anything about that, but I think I know what waffle stomping is now. So
yes, Franco says yes. We all know about the waffle stomp. It's true. Who shits in the shower? I mean, there's been busy and then there's been busy.
Why would somebody talk about that? You're rich enough, you could have a commode installed in your shower for that.
Well, I'm rich now because we've now got 2.5 Pot Knackers, thanks to our Brian. Favorite retro game panel? Oh, that's easy.
Go on.
Are you sure he didn't say he had a toilet installed inside of his shower so he could do both? Okay.
No. This is a bona fide fact.
I've seen that before, but okay.
Sylvester Stallone waffle stomp. You look it up. It's a thing. Right. I shall reveal my favorite retro game. I am very partial to Flashback on the Mega Drive and Another World on the Amiga, but Flashback takes it for me on the Mega Drive. Visit your friend Ian in New Washington. I like it when you get the anti-gravity belt and you jump down that hole. That's a good cutscene. I like that.
It is very good. Have you seen the playthrough on YouTube?
I haven't actually. What the original version, the Mega Drive one?
No, I think it's an Amiga version playthrough, where it's just basically the cutscenes and not the long stuff.
Oh, right. I'll have to look that up.
You can watch it as a movie. Yeah, but both games are fantastic. I'm very partial to...
Did you play the third one in the series?
I didn't know there was a third one.
Fade to Black.
Oh, I remember
on
that.
the PS1.
No, I didn't have
Generation
PS1.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same, to be fair, but it is a Dauphine production, so that's my favourite. What about you then, Z? What's your favourite retro game?
Starquake on the ZX Spectrum.
Nice.
It's a platforming game.
You needed 148K for that, to be fair.
Yeah, but I still enjoy it. I still remember some of the passcodes when I jumped in to play again. I think I played it a couple of years ago, and I managed to complete it on the first go.
Nice. You were posh then. You had the Mark III 128K then, didn't you?
I had a 128.
Yeah, that was really good as toaster models went.
Definitely. Well, in terms of sound, anyway.
Yeah, they would see. While Speckies were good, they didn't have the SID chip that the Commodore 64 had. Those SID chips fucking rocked retro gaming. In fact, I bought a chip for my upcoming build, my 60 clone build, and it's called an ARM SID, which is like I don't know if it's an FPGA or what, but it's a recreation of the actual SID, and I can change it to each version of the SID, and I can update it through a Commodore 64 if I've got a Wi-Fi module.
Nice.
There's so much you can do with a Commodore 64 these days.
Well, there's so much you can do on any computer in the retro scene. Replacement keyboards, replacement storage solutions, SCSI drives. Completely upgrading the entire infrastructure.
You'd like a GoTech, you would.
A GoTech?
Yes. That's like a replacement drive where you can use an SD card.
Right, okay, not a robotic goat.
No. You remember on the Amiga 500s and whatnot, how you had your floppy drive on the right-hand side? If you take the floppy drive out from there, you could put like a little thing in. It's got a little OLED screen in it, a couple of buttons, and it's got the SD slot. And you could play everything off that. Beautiful. I like HWD loader. That is quite good for the Amiga.
Although I did eventually upgrade to a Commodore Amiga, and I had I used to get
what did you have? The 500 or the 600 or the...
It was 600 then 1200.
Oh, 1200.
No, 500 then the 1200.
Oh, you jammy bastard.
Yeah.
The 1200 or the HD version was just so fantastic. You're aware of trapdoors then, Z?
Trapdoors?
On the bottom of the Amiga,
yes,
had that little door
there.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what they called it, the trapdoor, and that's where you could put your expansions in. And people are doing expansions now, and they're crazy, like really, like up to date chips and shit like that, and putting them in there.
Doing much early on as well, because I used to get Personal Computing Weekly, an old newsprint mag.
I used to get Young Hamster Lover Monthly.
In one of them, they did a step-by-step guide for converting an Atari 800 XL trackball to work on an Amiga. Bloody hell, it's amazing.
Oh, Franco says he's got a GoTech and his PCW 1852. God, that's a good machine, that. The +2 was better. The I can't even say it. The AY sound chip in the 128 Speckies can play samples. They can. I think it's 4-bit samples, if I remember right. Gav says he used to play Lemmings on the Amiga constantly, and Cannon Fodder. My mate, Tim, wrote the music for Lemmings.
Blimey.
Did he?
He did. Tim Wright, his name is. He also wrote the music for Wipeout and Wipeout 2097. So if you know what Body in Motion is, and dun 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 dun, you know, the fucking amazing soundtracks. He produced stuff for the PS1 under the name Cold Storage. He's still going.
I've got both those soundtracks, the Wipeout ones.
Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah, love them.
I can't remember. I think he might have done a bit on Pure, and that was the last one he did. And then when it went on to Wipeout Fusion on the PS2, that was it. Somebody else did the soundtracks to that. But there were two separate soundtracks to Wipeout. There was the one with like Future Sound of London and stuff on, and then there was the one that Tim did. So both are good.
Yeah.
Did you used to get the demo discs as well?
I did.
I used to get those all the time. Just playing a cool tune and a scrolling parallax background, and that's all you needed. It was fantastic.
Hey, do you know something? Like you mentioned the Amiga and stuff like that. The demo scene for that is an amazing. They even have a whole weekend called Assembly, and it's usually in Sweden or Germany or somewhere. They move it around Sweden, Germany, and Denmark. And they stream it all from Friday to Sunday. And it's just fucking amazing. You get to see these people on the demo scene just doing all these demos, just banging them out there, and you can watch them live. Honestly, the scene for everything is still... the force is strong. Franco says my A1200 has a 512 gig CF HD card and 137 meg of RAM. Do you know, the compact flash card for the Commodore Amiga was just an absolute fucking revelation. Do you do HWD load on that, Franco? Oh, is this true, Z?
What?
Newsflash, Diddy's been sentenced to 4 years in prison.
Yes. He's been sentenced
really?
to 50 months, which is just over 4 years.
Nice. I wonder if he's going to be the daddy in jail, or is he going to go from Diddy to mummy?
No, he's going to be the daddy's Diddy.
Nice. Yeah, he'll be asked when he gets into
Bend
jail.
over, fool.
He'll be, hey, who are you going to be, the mummy or the daddy? I'm going to be the daddy. Well, come over here and suck mummy's cock. Do you know, we were supposed to have another guest on the channel tonight, and he totally fucking blew us off.
Was that Diddy?
No, it was Lance, but never mind.
Oh, Lance.
He's probably busy. He's probably busy, but
ages. He's always busy, Lance is.
Yeah. But I don't know. He didn't message me or anything saying he couldn't make it, so...
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, Franco says WHD load is a godsend. It absolutely is. It's bloody great, too. Have you got the new Kickstarter in your machines, Franco? It's all right. We're getting a bit geeky talking about retro shit now. Oh, Phobos is getting into some gaming now. Thing is, though, do you know what's considered retro gaming now?
What, PlayStation 3?
Well, better than that, original Xbox. That is the new gold standard for retro gaming.
Wow.
Because you can do so much with it.
What can you do with them with Xbox?
Right.
Think about it. PS3 was released in 2006. So it's almost 20 years old already.
Oh, yeah. With an original Xbox swaps, you can get these little cards where you can put custom firmware onto it, and you can bypass all the Microsoft shit. And you can put like SirBIOS on your hard drive, and that can like really open up things, and you can get far more storage, and you can put all the games and stuff, and basically make your own carousel.
Wow, bloody hell!
So you can put the games on there. You can put all the like screenshots of the cases, all that stuff. But there seems to be a new one every month or so. I've currently got two. What do we call it? Loader thingies for the original Xbox. Oh God, I can't remember the name of it. It's a red thing. But the other one I've had come isn't the one I wanted because you can't get it. It's completely sold out everywhere. The Iridium, that was it. I wanted the Iridium loader chip thing. And you just can't get them for love nor money. I think that's from Modsville, USA, if I remember right. I'd have to have a look on their website. But I don't do, fucking about looking at other stuff and being able to stream at the same time. I'm a bit like Jack Burton. I don't drive faster than I can think. Oh, just one more, because Franco's got me juices flowing. He's on Kickstart 3.1 HDMI output, USB mouse and keyboard. Nice. You can actually buy the reprints of the circuit boards and make your own. And they used to have some fantastically named chips inside the Amigas, like Fat Agnes.
And Denise.
There is Denise. There's also Paula as well.
No way.
Amongst, yeah. I kid you not. I think Paula is the graphics output chip, if I remember right.
I have no idea.
I can't remember what Fat Agnes does off the top of my head, to be fair.
So, did you know that Commodore was bought out with all its intellectual property?
What?
Yes, I do. Yeah, several years ago, in fact.
Oh, actually, it was this year. They did it, June.
Oh, yeah. So somebody else has bought it. Then it's been doing the rounds quite a bit because there was a big hoo-ha about the reprints of the cases. Because somebody got the original molds. I managed to get hold of one of those cases. I got an all black one made in modern materials, so there's no benzoates in that, the anti-fire retardant stuff. What comes out and makes all the cases turn yellow. So there'll be no retro brighting of that one in years to come. Commodore 16's had the best coloured case because you can't see the sun damage on those.
So what they managed to nab is 47 trademarks from 1982. Original Commodore engineers book, original executives, assistants, ROMs, Amiga, everything they've got. Great stuff.
Atom says, who's behind the latest Atari brand reboot? Is it still Infogrames? Because they bought them, didn't they, if I remember right? Do they still own them? There's a couple of FGP emulators, hardware emulators of the Atari 2600 and the 7800 as well. We've totally gone off topic here. We've gone into retro gaming, which is great. I actually won a 2600 from a competition in 2000 AD. Yeah. You remember you telling me about that.
Came bastard. With Pac-Man, River Raid, Enduro, Pitfall, all the top Activision games.
Did Tharg drop it off?
No, it came in a nice parcel.
Who Tharg did?
That's why it was sticky.
Sticky, yeah. It wasn't the postman.
Still got it somewhere.
Hang on to it. Grab Thar's hammer.
Anyway,
just to slightly go off the topic, Just Great Movies, we're live this coming Tuesday. Obviously, a certain media company that's never been touched is going to interfere with my internet connection next week. So I'm kind of stuck. I'm like toying with the idea of doing The Wraith or Brainstorm.
What was Brainstorm?
It's a Christopher Walken film. It's the last film Natalie Wood starred in before she accidentally fell off that boat.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have a look at this. Hold on.
It's about they invent a special kind of recorder, what records memories and moments in your life.
I've not seen that one.
Right, and then the government wants to pervert it and use it to create training videos and torture videos and stuff like that. If you wear one of these headsets, it's also got a monkey's clitoris in the beginning.
Blimey.
Not that anybody wanted to know. So anyway, they invent this thing, and you remember the woman who played, oh God, Kai, was it Kai Wynn in Deep Space Nine?
Yes.
Who fell in love with Gul Dukat?
Yes.
She plays one of the lead scientists, and she's always chewing through the facts all the time. And it gets to the point where she ends up having a heart attack. So she records herself dying onto this special tape.
Right.
And because it records everything, the feelings, the emotions, and the memories. That's it. Gavin Blackburn says Louise Fletcher. It was on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
The tape runs out, but it's like the information's still coming, even though she's dead and it's recording. The information's still flowing. So even though she's died, it's still recording what's going off, the brain activity, right? So it's a big race to find out what's on this tape. Now, Christopher Walken tries it, and he starts having this fucking heart attack. It's like his body's recreating the heart attack.
Right, yeah.
So they decide to manipulate the machine at his end to take out the feeling element, right?
Right.
So he gets the vision of the memory, but not experience the pain or the suffering, the bodily effects. He gets to see it mentally, but not feel it physically. So at the same time, there's they've created an offshoot of the same experiment. So it's like a clandestine organisation's running it, right? So Christopher Walken gets back in onto this tape, and he starts experiencing it again. Now, the guy they hook up at the other end in the clandestine part, he starts fucking, and he dies on the spot. So they cut it off. So Christopher Walken's on this bit of a quest to find out what happened to Louise Fletcher's character. And what you see when they finally get into it, it's just fucking wow. It's mind-blowing. But it's a Doug Trumbull movie. Doug Trumbull did all these special effects on 2001: A Space Odyssey. He also did the primary effects on Star Trek: The Motion Picture.
Right.
After the first company got the sack for wasting $5.5 million and doing fucking nothing.
Shit.
They only did the probe effect on the bridge, which was just a strobe light. $5.5 million, and that's all they got for that.
Bloody hell.
Oh, it was a commercial company. Someone's associates. I can't remember the name, but they got fucking fired big style. But the thing is, they wanted ILM, and ILM were busy because they couldn't. Paramount couldn't confirm when they'd have a shooting date, and they had something else on the burner. Gavin says Doug Trumbull also did Silent Running. Yeah, he did some great stuff. But Brainstorm was filmed on 70mm film before it was a thing. So Doug Trumbull essentially invented IMAX, but never got the credit for it.
Never knew that. Bloody hell.
Yeah, it's true. So yet again, Hollywood fucked Doug Trumbull over, and somebody else kind of created IMAX out of his hard work.
Hmm.
From what I've heard anyway, I can neither confirm nor deny that. Please, IMAX, don't sue me.
What were you going to say then, Mr. Phobos?
My power went out for a minute.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
I saw Trumbull didn't seem bitter about it, though. I saw a documentary that he made shortly before he passed away, and he seemed to take everything in stride. He really loved what he did.
He loved cinema, didn't he? Just loved cinema, pure and simple.
Yeah, so I don't know to the extent that he really got fucked over, but in those industries, it always happens to a lot of people.
Yeah,
the
thing is, it's like with anything, was it good artists create, great artists steal? And that's pretty much at the size of it. I'm going to call it at past for real this week, because we kind of got through things pretty fast, and we haven't talked bullshit or come out with a load of crap. We've got on with it.
Retro gaming segment.
Yeah, we lost no end of viewers when we started talking about retro gamers.
I did.
Honestly, the amount of people watching right now, it would be easier for me to take you lot fucking door to door.
I did want to answer Brian's question, though. I never got a chance to answer it. So
sorry. What was that? I didn't see that up on the screen.
He asked what our favorite retro game was.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to ask how retro because
go on.
I actually have a world record for Armor Attack.
Nice.
23 hours. Me and a buddy played it. The arcade stayed open after
your joystick
time.
Must have been sore.
Yeah, it was grueling. But that was like early 80s. But I think Shadowrun, I remember on the Sega Genesis was one of the games that I enjoyed playing the most.
Werner Blythe says Golden Axe for him.
I'm going to check out Flashback though.
Yeah, you want to. It's a French game, Dauphine Studio.
Isn't it?
What, Atari?
No, I thought Flashback was Infogrames.
They may have possibly distributed it, but they didn't make it.
Would I be wrong in assuming that everyone here has at least one handheld emulator for retro gaming?
I haven't got any handheld emulators at all. No,
I have two 2 consoles, actually, yeah. One's by Anbernic, and the other one, I can't remember what the other one's, who the other one was made by. They're both play up to Dreamcasts, anyway.
Yeah, my Ambernic one will play up through PS1 and Nintendo 64, and I think I got about 25,000 games on it. So I'll bet Flashback's already on there. I just have to go search.
Yeah,
just look for it. You'll find it. Swappers, you haven't told us what your favourite retro game is.
I'll never be able to. I would be all right. I'd never be able to narrow it down. I used to love
just the one.
And this will go completely against your preferences, Trev. But I used to love the Super NES. And so many games on there I absolutely adored. And I sold my Mega Drive to get one as well. I only had about like 3 or 4 Mega Drive games, but I sold a lot when the Super NES came out because Computer and Video Games magazine were raving, and Mean Machines magazine were raving about the Super Famicom, as it was called at the time, because it was on import only. And I thought, oh, geez, look at this, Arcade Perfect games, etc. So I had to get one because they were raving, they were hyping it so much.
Yeah.
So I had to buy a new CRTV for it, 15-inch, because it could only play on SCART, it wouldn't play on PAL.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, and it was all Japanese as well, so I couldn't understand what the fuck was going on in the text game. So eventually I changed to a US machine. But I had so many games that I loved on that one. But if you're talking about proper retro, I want to go back much further than that to a time before I even had a computer or a console. It was when I was reading Eagle comic, right? And I know Z mentioned 2000 a Day earlier. Just reminded me of Eagle comic, and they had a strip in there every week called The Computer Warrior.
Yeah.
Where in the style of Tron, this kid got sucked inside his computer and ended up battling it out against a new game each week, right? And it was usually one of the most popular games that had been released. And there was one that I absolutely loved the look of, but never got to play, which was Rescue on Fractalis. Remember that?
Yeah.
Never got to play it. And I never got to have a go on it. And when I got my retro console, my Ambernic, I did a search for it, and it was on there. And I thought, shit, I've got to have a go on this, right? And it's like sort of where it's fractally sort of based landscape that you're flying across, and you have to rescue people and shoot enemies and things like that. Which is, I think it was like 8-bit, maybe. I can't remember what. I think it was Sinclair Spectrum it came out on, maybe Commodore 64. I can't quite remember. But I would have loved it at the time. If I got to play that back then, I would have absolutely loved it. So that's probably the one I would mention, but I never got to play it. Gutted.
Right. Well, shit like that happens from time to time. Anyway, you've not helped me make a decision. If you were to pick a film for Tuesday, right, considering what we discussed, what would you go with? Charlie Sheen in The Wraith, or Christopher Walken, Natalie Wood, Cliff Robertson and Louise Fletcher in Brainstorm, with a James Horner soundtrack and a film by Doug Trumbull? What would you pick?
Yeah, Brainstorm sort of wins that one by a mile. I mean, that's actually a really good movie. I recently rewatched it, and it had a lot of production issues, of course.
Oh yeah. Well, Natalie Wood's sister had to be a stand-in for her in certain scenes.
Yeah, which I don't mind at all. But that movie was good. I don't even
very underrated as well. That went right under the radar.
Yeah, I don't know if I remember Wraith, but on the base of the cast alone, Brainstorm wins.
Yeah, it's a top-notch film, and yet again another cracking soundtrack from James Horner. It's got that real sort of like that weird good vibe, in some of his scores. It's almost like a little bit like Sneakers, but before Sneakers, obviously. Anyway, it's the last minute of the show. I know Lance is in the back room, but sort of a bit late in the day, to be fair, because we're kind of wrapping up now. But thanks for popping along eventually. So Tuesday on Just Great Movies, we'll be doing Brainstorm. Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken. I really wish I could do an impression of him, but I can't do it for shit, to be fair. So I want to say thank you to Istophobos. Thank you for joining me tonight, mate.
Thank you, chat, for hearing me out.
Well, you can't afford to be slow because times are running out. Z3PO, thank you for popping in and lubing us up, sir.
Always a pleasure.
Nice. And always, guest number 1, An absolute pleasure to have you on, sir.
Cheers, Trev. Absolutely love it every week. And looking forward to the Brainstorm stream. I might not be able to get on it, but I really want to know more about this movie now. I'm going to try and watch it over the weekend.
Yeah, I would if I were you. Don't forget that B-Sides is on from 2 o'clock UK time later on. Well, I would say tonight, but it's in the morning. Hello to Jill, who's just popped in. We're going now, Jill. Oh, fashionably late. Anyway, if you're catching this on the re-rub, have a fantastic time. Thank you. And if you don't mind, like and leave a comment down below. It'd be nice to catch up with you in the chat. I'll see you on Tuesday for Just Great Movies from 10 o'clock.